as I have stated and shown and displayed, proven many a time, I am a man of the people. When as many people find their way into my comments, my DMs, wherever it may be, as I'm just driving down the street and run up to my car window and ask me to watch a show, listen to an album, whatever it might be, as much as they've asked me to check out this brand new show Wednesday that is hot in the streets at the moment, I'm gonna do it. The show is Wednesday, starring Jenna Ortega, who I saw in Scream, loved her performance in that movie. I haven't seen her in anything else. I also know that Gwendolyn Christie is in this, aka Brienne of Tarth, aka the person I most want to have my back when shit really hits the fan. I obviously watched The Addams Family when I was a kid, like everyone else, but honestly the only thing I really remember is the and fun fact, I had an attempt, we'll call it, at being a Gomez Addams for Halloween one year. Yeah, I don't know what else to expect from this show. Obviously it would be all centered around Wednesday and Jenna Ortega, I'd imagine. I saw really quickly when I pulled the show up, it said that following Wednesday through school and trying to figure out her psychic abilities or whatever. I'm gonna jump in and see what this show's all about.
I'm not sure whose twisted idea it was to put hundreds of adolescents in underfunded schools.
So she's just some emo kid at a regular school?
I want names.
Don't know who they were. Honest.
Yo, are those piranhas? Oh, shit. So she goes to jail now? Christina Ricci and Casper, that was like the first time I remember having a crush on somebody when I was a little boy. I wanted to be Casper so bad, just to... You get it.
Nevermore is like no other boarding school.
So she had to leave her regular school because she was a little too edgy for everybody else.
That boy's family was going to file attempted murder charges. How would that have looked on your record?
Not great.
Terrible. Everyone would know I failed to get the job done.
I am standing her pretty hard right now, honestly. Such a dangerous place to park.
Never had a problem with Outcast.
Looks like Will Graham from Hannibal.
My counselor at summer camp was a werewolf.
So everyone at Nevermore is got some problems.
Wednesday is certainly a unique name.
Look at her, she's so
I'm
wonderful.
guessing it was the day of the week you were born.
I was born on Friday the 13th.
Her name comes from Wednesday's child is full of woe.
Not a hugger. Got it.
Please excuse Wednesday. She's allergic to color.
It's gonna be an issue.
What happens to you?
In this room. It's like major Hogwarts vibes.
That bunch of knuckleheads are furs, aka werewolves, like me.
They mix Twilight into this thing.
Quick. And that girl, Bianca Barclay, is the closest thing Nevermore has to royalty. Oh, you know, you should really get on Insta, Snapchat, and TikTok. I find social media to be a soul-sucking void of meaningless affirmation.
Yo, all she does is spit so many facts. She's giving you free lessons. She should be teaching these classes.
Look at you, my little death trap.
Silence would be appreciated. This is my writing time.
Your writing time?
I devote an hour a day to my novel. Perhaps if you did the same, your blog might be coherent.
I write in my voice. It's my truth. It's what my followers love.
Turn that off.
It's like Avril Lavigne and Taylor Swift were forced to live together.
No smothering people in their sleep. Are we clear?
Simple enough. Yeah, just write your novel and listen to some true crime podcasts and let her listen to her, you know, Katy Perry on that side. Get through the semester.
I never thought it was possible to be an outcast in a school full of outcasts. But it looks like you're gonna give me a run for my money.
I got my eyes on Rowan. The trust is at 0 right now, I'll be honest. There's weird vibes. Yo! Oh! She accepted death there. She wanted it to happen.
Xavier Thorpe. You probably don't remember me. Last time we met, I was about 2 feet shorter, 40 pounds heavier. Decided to play hide and seek. I had the inspired idea to hide in her casket. You hit the big red stop button and saved me from being flame broiled, so Now we're even.
I hope we can forge a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. This is a safe space Wednesday. Your views on the world, personal philosophy.
That's easy. I think that this is a waste of time. I see the world as a place that must be endured, and my personal philosophy is kill or be killed.
The point is you assaulted a boy and showed no remorse for your actions. That's why you're here.
He lost a testicle. I did the world a favor. People like Dalton shouldn't be allowed to procreate.
She's saying some of the smartest things I've ever heard, even separating the goth depression aside.
It's 4 shots of espresso.
Yeah, I know what a quad is, but I mean, spoiler alert, the espresso machine's having a seizure, so all we have is drip.
But drip is for people who hate themselves and know their lives have no real purpose. What's wrong with your machine?
My poor guy in the corner is probably going through enough. Listen, she wouldn't be like the best hang, but I'd want her around just for the knowledge.
I wanted to decapitate my dolls more efficiently.
Respect for just the efficiency. We got a Rowan, an Xavier, and a Tyler.
You work at Pilgrim World?
It takes a special kind of stupid to devote an entire theme park to zealots responsible for mass genocide.
What the hell's going on here? They were harassing a customer and she put them in their place.
This little thing took down 3 boys?
Light work. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. I agree. This is fire. The end. It's the wrong person to cry
Haven't you ever
around.
cried? Or are you above that too?
It was the week after Halloween.
Halloween was over, and that's why I cried.
I took my pet scorpion Nero out for his afternoon stroll when we were ambushed. 2 of them held me down and made me watch. All the others ran Nero over until...
I learned to fight too.
It was snowing when I buried what was left of him. But tears don't fix anything. So I vowed to never do it again. You should know I'm waiting for someone.
Oh yeah? Who's the lucky guy? Or girl?
What does it matter to you?
Didn't mean to interrupt.
You're not.
Come on, Wednesday. Wednesday, we can lose him in the crowd.
Everyone just watches them, like, literally walking around like this.
Wednesday, we need to go. Wednesday!
Rowan, come back!
Why are you following me?
I don't have time to explain, but you're in danger.
I think you've got it back.
I am the danger.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Saving everyone from you. I have to kill you.
The gargoyle. That was you?
Girl in the picture. That's you. My mother said it was my destiny to stop this girl if she ever came to Nevermore because she will destroy the school and everyone in it.
Oh, yo, what is that? I didn't know anything like that was gonna happen in this show. I thought I could relax.
As much as it pains me to admit, you were right, Mother. I think I'm going to love it here.
That was that dude Xavier at the end. I feel like his hair was not in a ponytail anymore, but weird vibes. I'm really here for the Viper de la Muerte that she's writing. I want to know more about that. But it's just really cool that there's a show that has representation for every, like, the generation nowadays that exists, that is just more aware of themselves and their emotions and their own realities. And that's the people just living through and embracing goth, emo, depression. It's like, I didn't really know what to expect, and as it keeps going, kind of introduces like new parts of what the show could involve, and now there's that monster thing at the end, completely threw me for a loop, and now there's going to be that we have to sort of deal with. It just pops up and kills people. It's kind of wild. I didn't think people would be dying in this show. And also everything Wednesday's saying is just so resonating for the generation we live in right now. I feel like everyone has, some people to like a large extent and some people to a smaller extent, everything that she says, just everyone has a piece of that inside of them, whether it's like a small piece or a large piece. We all have a piece of that in us. Maybe not all of us, like a lot of us. I don't want to speak for the super bubbly, happy-go-lucky all the time type people. But even like, what's that girl's name? Enid, right? Or Enid? You would think that she was like that kind, like the more super happy-go-lucky, bubbly type person all the time. But even she's got a piece of that in her as well, because you saw that she's not going to have her full werewolf potential and might be cast as an outcast in her family, and it started to get her sad and all that. And not that Wednesday embraces sadness, but more so embraces the idea of it and the colorism of it, which is the black and the dark. But yeah, this is cool just because I appreciate like a lot of the direct pan things that Wednesday says and lives for.
The mayor said those were bear attacks.
You know, the mayor and I disagree on that.
So you automatically assume that a Nevermore student is the murderer, even though there's no evidence that a crime was even committed.
Can they turn into that gargoyle thing, whatever that was? That's Rowan?
Edgar Allan Poe said, "Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see."
Hell no.
Clearly Nevermore's most famous alumni picked that up here.
When you ran off last night at the Harvest Festival, I wasn't sure what happened, and then I heard kind of crazy.
Is it him? Is he the gargoyle?
Touching me in a
Sus. He's officially sus. Because where was he? Yeah, that's right. Get her on your good side. Why do you go to therapy? Because you're a gargoyle part-time?
Full disclosure, I don't like living solo, and Thing gives a killer neck massage.
What?
Hey.
Why the change of heart?
I refuse to play the role of a pawn in
Don't be using Thing when Wednesday's not in the room.
You mean, what were you doing out in the woods with him in the first place?
Getting attempted murdered.
I heard a noise and I went to investigate.
You had a psychic vision, didn't you? I realized you might be having them when we passed by the accident and you knew that poor farmer had broken his neck. Your mother started having visions around your age.
Makes sense.
They were notoriously unreliable and dangerous.
Hers have been on point so far. Maybe she's better than her mom.
Rowan's always been a little off, but the last couple weeks he's been more erratic. You know, telekinesis can mess with your head, you know, he's started to freak me out. So what's the deal with you and Tyler?
Jealous. Bro, don't be a fucking weirdo.
Driving me out of town.
Yeah, word of advice, steer clear.
Because he's a gargoyle.
You know, girls in glass houses.
Should throw bigger stones.
Got him.
You had a lot to say the other night when you tried to kill me.
Facts.
Told me I was destined to destroy the school, remember? Where did you get that drawing?
I just went into the woods to clear my head. Then you came after
What kind of January 6th statement is that? You can't attempted murder and then say you were trying to clear your head. No. No, hell no. So it's not even Rowan. Is he doing that? That's really sick.
I doubt Wednesday is impressed by your tricks, Mr. Thorpe.
I'd be impressed by that. That's Christina Ricci. I didn't realize till now in Herbology.
On our journey into the world of carnivorous plants.
That's Christina Ricci, all right. That's the original love of my life.
The name. Very good,
Telling
Wednesday.
y'all, 8-year-old me wanted to be Casper so bad.
Ran into your shrink. Hey, what are you two yakking about?
He's a gargoyle.
We're talking about Mom.
Nah, I feel bad for calling him a gargoyle. Shit.
Better not be talking crap about your old man.
Love these warm, fuzzy memories they're making, Dad.
Honestly, if he is the gargoyle, I don't even blame him for this being his dad.
He feels like you don't respect him as a person.
Well, technically, he's only a hand.
Wednesday, he's your family.
These are where the
Go
lessons.
apologize and I'll reconsider helping.
These are where the lessons kick in. She's like, apologize. What does that even mean? These are where the life lessons kick in. Sit down. Let's have a chat.
I know I'm stubborn, single-minded, and obsessive. But those are all traits of great writers. Yes, and serial killers. Which, when Rowan showed me this, it confirmed my greatest fear.
Oh, so it already lingered in her mind
So
of
I need to
something
find out
bad
the truth.
happening and her being responsible for it. He ripped that out of a book. So you gotta find the book.
Blab and I will squeeze you like a honeycomb.
Snitchers get stung.
My guy Eugene.
Drive code.
My guy Eugene
Besides,
is solid.
Thanking you. This is the most girls I've ever had in the shack.
You go ahead, King. Put that shit on your Tinder profile.
The chance that Enid ever becomes romantically interested in you is less than 1%.
So I'm still
It's
gonna
not,
shop?
it's not zero.
Yeah.
It's my guy right there, climbing uphill, playing things way better than Xavier already.
That purple book has got to be around here somewhere. Rowan's full of surprises.
Did he take a real shower?
You suddenly have a thing for tragic goth girls with funeral parlor fashion sense?
Maybe it's because she hasn't tried to manipulate me.
I make one mistake and you can't forgive me.
Well,
You were good together, Xavier.
he's probably smelling real nice right now. 1 minute
Is
shower.
that just how you wanted me to feel?
Trust me, Wednesday Addams is not the girl of your dreams. She's the stuff of your nightmares.
She embraces that shit. This is straight up Triwizard Tournament.
Focus.
Front of the litter.
Where's Eugene at?
For the record, I don't believe I'm better than everyone else. Just that I'm better than you.
Let's be specific here. Yo, this is... It's so Harry Potter inspired. Yo, how is attempted murder so casual? Oh, it's broken. You know how mad I'd be if I like had the fire fit and I fell into a lake? She sees it. On her telescope. Good thing she brought a fucking telescope. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, that's
You were the key.
Taking a cat nap?
in life you are, yeah. Joseph Crackstone. Catch this L.
OMG Wednesday, we
My
did
guy
it!
Thing
This
is
is the
back.
greatest moment of my entire life.
Take that fucking Bianca. Suck on that. All that shit talking and sabotaging.
The last time Ophelia Hall won the Poe Cup, your mother captained the team. Maybe you two are more alike than you think.
Super Harry Potter vibes with James Potter winning the Quidditch Cup after, well, Harry winning after James winning. Well, Harry becoming a seeker after James was a seeker.
Secret societies.
That's where he got the book from.
Hidden libraries. My mother staring at me in a judgmental way.
Just another day.
These are all things I've come to expect.
Just take the book and bounce. Someone's behind
The
you.
moment I inch towards
Every
the
time.
truth. Luckily, I'm not afraid of the dark.
Captured her so aggressive. I knew as soon as like she's lingering, she didn't even linger for that long. Wednesday's on point. Wednesday's on point with it. She lost the fencing battle to Bianca, and then found out Bianca's doing some, you know, behind the scenes sort of no good, up to no good type stuff. And she got her back. Just straight revenge. Not even part of the main plot. Just had to get like her on the side revenge to Bianca and just show her like, I don't think I'm better than everybody. I'm just better than you. I enjoyed that a lot. The Edgar Allan Poe stuff is really cool, sneaking that stuff in. And I don't even know who just captured her. I don't know. There seem to be a lot of different enemies, a lot of different people that I don't entirely trust. But this whole plot of her trying to figure out where this photo came from, and this whole her being, didn't Rowan say that his mom drew it, and it's like a vision because he has his own abilities. It's like a vision of her being this really sort of evil, but not the evil she likes, an evil that's like her greatest fear that she admitted to thing. Yeah, it's really interesting to watch this journey and see what's going to lead to the picture and where it came from and what's the backstory of it. I feel like her mom is going to come into play more than I probably anticipate right now. And it's really cool to see the Christina Ricci scenes. Again, anyone that hasn't seen those older Casper films, go watch them. They're a must watch. They're a lot of the vibes of this, honestly. And yeah, they're iconic. I remember being this kid with the VHS, just like I'd watch them over and over and over and over again. So it's really cool to see her in this show for what this show is. The characters are cool. Enid, Eugene's my guy. But there's all these different dudes that I just don't trust right now. I don't know what the deal. Xavier's might be all right. Tyler might be all right. They both got mad issues. But I think that's like a lot of the point of this whole show is that everyone's got mad issues. And we're just trying to figure out how it's all going to affect Wednesday, I think.
Let me save you the trouble.
Facts.
I'm not interested in joining. You're seriously turning us down? Can you believe it?
Untie her.
I freed myself 5 minutes ago.
That's so iconic, man. I freed myself 5 minutes ago. I gave y'all the honor of my company for these last 5 minutes.
I texted him a few times, but I never heard
Well,
back.
he was throwing you across the
He
room.
wanted to put Nevermore in his rearview mirror.
Or he's dead.
I don't know why you care so much. It's not like you knew the guy.
I'm not sure why you care so little.
Hey, no trouble today, got it?
Yeah, don't beat up any girls today. Or try to. Oh, that's the antique shop back there that she's gonna go to, right? Go catch up to your boy Eugene. He's right there.
It's an emergency. I need to check out Pilgrim World.
Wednesday,
that's
this is not a fair trade. Why would I agree to spend the entire day at some dumpy emporium of Prepola?
Because Ajax is going to be volunteering there.
She's down bad for a dude named Ajax. Dude named Ajax? Find yourself a Clorox or a Windex. Ajax? Ajax is the snakehead dude, right?
You're telling me someone actually goes out and collects roadkill and turns them into that?
Got a whole section dedicated to these beauties, squirrels, skunks.
Are the raccoons in the canoe? I want that.
Maybe we can do that after like an extended coffee break. Right, Ajax?
It's really his name.
Want us to pick you up something?
Enid, Eugene would treat you so good, and you'd have honey on deck all the time whenever you want it. Both kinds of honey, if you know what I'm saying. My guy Eugene definitely has the moves, I can tell. What's that show with the woman that they make them get pregnant? Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale. I watched like 3 episodes of that show, and I was like, no, I'm done, I'm out, this is too much. Those outfits remind me of, but they're like red.
Thank you for your generous donation to my re-election campaign.
Consider it a token of our ongoing cooperation.
Sus.
Apparently, need to know more about this crackstone. So we have a meeting house to break into.
Let's go. Yeah, let's get Eugene and part of the team, part of the squad. Eugene, Wednesday, and Thing, and Enid. I'm going to be a part of Team Retainer in like a month. So me and Eugene will be even more connected by then. Crackstone Hut.
She had outside Crackstone's crypt.
It's Crackstone's crypt.
Can I help you?
The guy's just doing some shopping. You always get asked for help when you don't need it, and then you don't get asked for help when you need it.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not afraid of being stoned by you.
Hey, is that what they call it now?
I was thinking of sneaking behind the greenhouse tonight. There's supposed to be a blue moon. Only happens once every 23 years or something crazy.
Cool. Hey, have fun.
Ajax.
Damn,
I
Ajax.
spent all morning flirting and hinting and trying to act cute. Well,
You want to meet up behind the greenhouse tonight?
yes.
That Ajax name. What about my guy Eugene, though? Boom, the doors. There it is. Let's try. Oh, did she kill them all? I mean, good.
You have been judged before God and found guilty.
Part of her family. That's Joseph Crackstone.
You are a witch, a sorceress.
I will not stop till I've expunged this new
It's the longest vision she's had.
outcast. Godless creatures.
Leave me. Save yourself. He's chained us all to the floor.
Oh, there's this compartment.
Her name is Goody Adams. And I believe she's my ancestor from 400 years ago.
She's painted out to be some kind of like evil thing, but look at what happened.
Must have been the bearded man from earlier.
What I'm saying is my dad, the expert, would warn you that psychic ability isn't rooted in logic. It's triggered by emotions.
Ah, so she has to get in touch with her emotions to control her abilities more.
It is going to happen, and I need to stop it. Starting with that monster.
I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I do believe in revenge.
Yeah, you got it on
I
Bianca.
usually serve it warm with the sight of pain.
This is the revenge here, is to like make sure his statue revealment doesn't go well. Blow up the statue, blow up the statue. Oh, fuck yeah, 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 yeah. Well, now you look guilty.
Who the hell's there?
If he breaks your heart, I'll nail gun his.
There you go. That's a friend. That's a real one. She's been a real one from the start, though. From the moment she dropped those piranhas in the water. Mrs. Thornhill, what are you up to, and who are you in all of this? No mirrors. Oh, is that like the Medusa kind of thing, where if you look at yourself, you turn to stone? Wouldn't you be more careful if that's the repercussion of looking in a mirror? That's alright, girlie. It worked out for the best. My guy Eugene has got you. He's gonna take care of your heart. Tenderly.
3 coincidences that I know are connected.
Her mom.
The truth is, there are monsters everywhere. They don't need teeth and claws to terrify.
He's the gargoyle. I don't
And
fucking
won't
know,
stop
man.
Until I find the truth.
Damn. Dirty strings. This, I'm glad they did that whole the music in this, in all of these episodes. It might be my favorite thing about the whole thing is the score, man. It is so captivating. Those heavy, dirty strings is so heavy. And the standout one is when she's in the first episode when Wednesday's out on the porch playing her cello. I mean, just, and then when what she played after she burned the statue, the Crackstone statue, everything, every single time a score is introduced in the show is really great. Spinning in every single direction one could possibly spin, just thinking about what the hell is going on in this show. Every single person is a suspect. They've given me a reason to just distrust everyone in this whole show. Even Christina Ricci's character, Mrs. Thornhill, she snaps and you think she's a normie, they called her, right? So I assume she just doesn't have powers or whatever. So you're supposed to just think that she's just the most innocent person ever. Just don't even think about her when it comes to this monster thing or whatever it might be. But then she's snapping. She knows the code. She's going down there for whatever she's gonna go down there for. Who knows, man? Tyler's screaming in the bathtub, but I would think that's got more to do. I mean, Tyler's a normie too, they call him, right? He's not in the Nevermore school. He just lives in Jericho. But also, he's giving me some weird vibes here and there, but he just happens to show up and disappear at weird times. Which is a theme with a lot of people on this show. But also he's screaming under the water in the bathtub. But that just might be because his dad really sucks and he misses his mom. Like, that's just general fucking anguish and dealing with your own issues, I feel like. I mean, Enid's cool, but she's mad because she got stood up, understandably so. But it's gonna get worked out because my guy Eugene, the honey maker, the bee soother, the bee whisperer, he's going to take her heart and do what he can to take best care of it as he possibly can. I have faith in him. Him and Enid are the only ones in the show, and Wednesday obviously, that I know aren't the suspect. Weems at the end there ripped Morticia's page out, and apparently they're supposed to be friends, right? So she's trying to make sure that Morticia can't play a role in maybe helping Wednesday, however that help would come, even though Wednesday's not going to ask for help. But we also had this scene where thing was telling Wednesday, like, hey, ask your mom for help. If anyone can help you now, it's her. So I don't know, man. The show has got me thinking about, I want to solve it all. That's what I want to do. I want to solve everything. And that's cool. That's fun. It's fun to try and put your mind in all the places. But I don't think there's not one thing to solve, though. It's this general Crackstone mystery. Crackstone burned all the people in that meeting room way back in the day. Goody Adams, Wednesday's ancestors. And that, I feel like that's part of the divide between Jericho and Nevermore that lingers to this day. The mayor's no good. He's definitely hiding something, and that has to do with Weems too. They're in cahoots, right? She's funding his campaigns and all that stuff. There's just there's so many different like shady shit happening, and Wednesday's just in the middle of all of it, having to figure it out. This is cool though. This is cool. This show's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's fun to watch this and like experience Tim Burton directing a TV show. Whoever thought we'd get so lucky, right? Just the visuals of everything and the score of everything. Jenna Ortega is just fully captured this Wednesday, this energy that's so consistent. And then seeing like little cracks in the armor that is Wednesday, little moments here and there, particularly in that last episode, have been really fun and really impressive by Jenna being able to show that. And yeah, I want to figure everything out, but the only way to do that is to see what happens in the rest of this show. Our guy Thing.
Dr. Kinbot tells me I should get out more. Who am I to argue with her professional cliches?
No. No. Magnificent hematoma.
Only Wednesday would get off on the smell of dead bodies.
There you are. The body is that of a 50-year-old man.
It's like the specific scratches that she can tell who's who, or who's killed by the monster.
It appears to have been chewed off at the ankle.
Just, oh shit, someone's here, right? She's gonna get in an empty one. She's gonna get in an empty one.
I thought you should see this before I issued my report on the latest victim. It's a real noodle scratcher. The killer cut off 2 toes from the victim's left foot. Best guess, they used a surgical saw.
He said noodle scratcher? He's the killer, probably.
Happy retirement, Doc. Gonna surprise Mrs. Anwar with a 4-week cruise.
Friday's his last day. Oh, she looks dead already.
I don't remember this one coming in.
She looks dead, though. She looks dead even alive.
Sugar. You've been dead a while. I guess you won't mind waiting another day for me to cut you open.
I tweaked my back fencing.
The orchid
produces
a pheromone that mimics a female insect.
So sus.
Boring.
Why don't you give me a tour?
Not right now. It's a total mess. Maybe another time. Why were you looking for me?
I wanted to go over Miss Thornhill's homework assignment.
She didn't give us homework.
Damn, she's not good with the lying on her feet. That's because she's so blunt.
About a certain dance
When you're so used to being so blunt, you're so bad at making up lies.
I'm all ears.
Oh, she has to.
This is my chance to get up close and personal with a potential serial killer.
Are you really going to make me ask?
Oh, absolutely.
This is the hardest thing she's ever had to do.
Would you possibly consider going to the Raven dance with a certain... Would you go to the dance with me?
She's great.
Yes. Wednesday, I would love to go to the dance with you.
You know what you need now?
A bullet to the head. Rest. I already have one. What kind of dystopian hellscape is this?
Forever 21?
Our first roomie shopping spree.
I'm not stopping.
Oh, nah, she would kill that look.
Hi, Wednesday.
Heck yeah. Rock it.
Listen, Velma.
It's a good deal.
Why don't you and the Scooby gang stick to your homework and leave the investigating to the professionals?
Velma was a goddess. You had better chill, bro. You know how many of those cases Velma solved? They put the Velma in there on purpose because of all the Halloween costumes, especially lately we've seen. And there's going to be so many Wednesdays next year. I feel like that was borderline evidence, though. Damn, Enid's got the whole town just like everyone wants a piece.
Mayor's son. Recently split from Jericho High's cheer captain Chrissy Smothers. Cubernet who really needs to rethink her spray tan.
This is why I don't post too much on Instagram, because
I have a nose for gossip, and I follow half your grade on TikTok.
no one needs to know that much about me.
You guys have the Raven coming up this weekend, right?
Actually, I was forced to ask someone as an act of self-preservation.
So who is it?
Xavier.
Got it.
I'm not sure why you're becoming upset.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
It's not my fault I can't interpret your emotional Morse code.
Let me spell it out. I thought we liked each other.
Your emotional Morse code. She's an amazing actress because she pulled off the mixed signals with her face. Like, you can tell that there's something there. But you can also tell that she doesn't know what to do with that. It's just incomprehensible to have even like a slightest feeling of that. The Jenna Ortega is like, I love the layers of this performance by her.
It's definitely a match.
Don't go in there. Like a tooth? Like a monster tooth? Just be sneakier this time. Is my guy thing not on the lookout? What's up with that?
How do you know what the monster looks like?
This creature's been haunting my dreams for the past couple weeks. I try to block it out, but I can't, so I just come in here and paint it. When I was painting this one, the claws reached out of the canvas and took a swipe at me. And that's how I got these scratches. That's the only reason you asked me to the Raven, isn't it?
I thought that was clear in the conversation.
To try and cover. I mean, do you even care about anyone or anything at all, Wednesday? Get out!
I love her, the intensity on her face. What the?
That's the claw of the monster. It's a dried blood sample from a potential suspect. Run the DNA test and see if they match.
I'm sorry, do I work for you?
You asked for concrete evidence. That's it.
Where'd you get this? And who's the suspect?
What the hell is that? What does he eat? How down bad is he? Is that just one slice of bologna on a sandwich? And what is this random, like pepper? Bro, wow. Wow, I feel bad. I don't know. I don't even look at him as a villain anymore. I just feel bad for him. Right? I know your wife's not home, but that's no excuse you don't have to fall down this deep a hole. Wow, that's the toughest thing I've seen in this show so far. We're leaving a note? What does the note say? Do you want to go with me? It's gonna be
Tyler.
Got your invite. Guessing you would dang drop it in the tip jar?
the unwanted wingman.
So genuine and sweet. Totally took me by surprise.
Me too.
The dress is there. Where is it? Who got it for her? Did Thing get it for her? Did he steal it?
How'd you pay for it?
He didn't.
Your discount.
5 finger disc. Yeah, 5 finger discount. He took it. This is like straight up Hermione Granger at the ball walking down the steps.
Wow.
I get it. Guess I'll check out the woods myself.
He's dying.
Go alone.
He's dying. He's dying.
It's too dangerous.
He's dying.
Stand down.
He's gonna go. He's mad. He's gonna go. He's hurt.
Together tomorrow night. Understood?
Understood. Now he's definitely gonna go. Damn, my guy Eugene is gonna die in episode 4.
Any teeny? Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let me fix that.
Oh, she did that on purpose. Enid, you're a slick gal.
He's having the best time with me. We are both loving this dance together.
Sweet. When your name's Ajax, you're gonna take a lot of L's in life.
I'm so sorry about your pants.
These dudes are gonna
follow pro hockey.
Lifelong Sharks fan.
they're gonna actually like each other.
Different.
They both like hockey, they both like the same movie. You better call off your stupid little ambush plan. Wow. Giving me actual goosebumps. There's something about this that is so Addams Family, but also intertwined with Jenna Ortega, which is the whole show. I've seen Michael Scott do that exact dance she just did.
Put a dig in the mouth. TTG, my niggas hand shit out. She ain't my little secret. In the pussy, I'ma stretch a bitch out. Yeah, my phone probably stretching out. My baby.
She's like a dead person dancing. It's so cool. That was so fucking cool. I'm gonna open TikTok for the first time in like 3 months, and I'm gonna look up Jenna Ortega Wednesday Adam dances because I know people were redoing that dance to the death of it.
I was thinking that maybe this isn't such a good idea. Dude,
You're the whole reason we're even doing
He
this.
likes her now.
To get revenge on those freaks for nuking Crackstone's fountain.
Oh, this is big January 6th vibes. Oh, they put blood into the water system, so it's gonna pour out a bunch of blood. Wednesday's gonna love that shit. This is the best part of the night for her.
They couldn't even spring for real pig's blood.
What the hell are you doing, man? I was just texting my dad.
You just
you seen Wednesday? I lost
you just ran into him as hard as you could. Just fucking tackled him.
I can't believe I fell for your crap.
Enid, look. After Crackstone's statue, I
thought you were different. I thought you liked me.
Get away from her!
And Ajax comes to her defense too. The glasses. Why is everyone without glasses literally blind? I kind of am too, I get it. Such a Harry Potter thing again. These showrunners fucking love them some Harry Potter. There's a Forbidden Forest vibe to this. He's alive.
Oh my god. Is he alive?
What? You guilty mother. That was like huge. Like, just caught your husband sleeping with some random chick, and then the random chick, like, you run into the room, and the random chick is like, you know, playing stupid times 1,000. Like, oh my god, like, whose bed am I in? So Christina Ricci is the monster, unless they're fully trying to fool us to an extreme. And you saw Wednesday's face, like, with just the complete accusatory, just like, you are guilty eyes staring into Christina Ricci. So I forget her character's name, but she's a normie, she's a teacher, she teaches herbology, and she's just drenched in blood. Well, I guess she was drenched in blood from the dance. That's cool. That's so coincidental, though. Just perfectly coincidental. But she also happened to be 5 seconds behind Wednesday, although they were in this, you know, maybe she was running behind her the whole time. I don't know. There's a Yeti thing going on in the show. I feel like there's a comparison between the Yeti and the monster that I could draw, but maybe the show is not doing such a deep thing like that. That I could just be looking into that too much. But there's a bunch of pieces missing that Wednesday is saying are like trophies for the monster. I feel like maybe the monster is building a human. That would be sick shit, though. The cracks in the Wednesday armor. Wednesday made like 3 to 4 facial expressions in this episode, whether they were in conversation with Tyler in the street, whether they were speaking to what's her name? The girl, Bianca. Yeah, that conversation with Bianca, like, there's facial expressions that Jenna Ortega showed us in this episode that we haven't seen before. It was just straight Wednesday 100% energy, but now we're getting, like, in this episode, more of the 95% energy and 5% of like a more vulnerable Wednesday. But like Wednesday also trying to figure out what to do with that, or Wednesday wanting to embrace that, because she said herself in the conversation with Bianca, like, I wish I was sometimes, or I wish, like, I forget exactly what she said, but she wishes she did care more, or could feel more, or whatever. So that it could be one or the other. One where she actually is feeling these things, the other where there's moments where she can feel these things, doesn't, and is like, wishes she could and kind of wants to. Either way, like, Jenna Ortega is just showing someone's depth in this performance. Biggest takeaway from this whole episode by far is that dance. That dance is so fucking fun. Like, I want to go rewatch that dance on its own, isolated from this episode. It's just such a fun moment, and it's just the full Addams energy with Jenna Ortega, or something about that dance that is so specific to those two entities, the Addams family, Jenna Ortega. I don't think anyone else could have, I don't know, done that. But then again, I really don't think anyone else could have done this role. I really feel that way. You know, and sometimes you can sort of swap out someone for someone else, and it makes sense. It might have the show might have a different energy, the performance might have a different energy, but you can still make sense of it. I really don't think there's anyone else like you could just swap out for this Wednesday role for Jenna. This is really the Jenna Ortega show, and I'm enjoying that a lot.
What really happened that stormy night 32 years ago?
You got a lot on my plate right now, bud.
You don't have a lot on my plate.
You got the results already?
Bro, there's nothing on your plate. That sandwich was deplorable.
Enough.
This is why she needs therapy.
Well, did you really think I wouldn't find out your secret?
You don't know the full story. Your father did nothing wrong.
Can somebody get the sheriff a plate?
Bernice! Bernice!
Bernice may or may not have received a call that her tabby cat Swifty is being held for ransom. My father did not kill Garrett Gates.
Is that a Taylor Swift reference? I'm surprised the dad didn't get arrested back then, though, because they said that Garrett was from a rich family. I feel like that always ends up well for the rich family in the court. They're intertwining a whole new storyline that's mixed in with the old storyline. And
Father didn't kill Garrett Gates, did he?
Was it her and he protected her?
Never forget the way he looked at me. He was even foaming at the mouth.
My guy just walked into it. So he took the fall.
It was only when I heard the scream that I realized what I'd done.
Prove to me you're still worthy to be called my son! Kill all those outcasts!
Oh, it got into his system.
He had a vial of nightshade poison that broke in his pocket. He wasn't just trying to kill Father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
Like put it in the bowl of punch or something.
Lucine is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, didn't you? Because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
Oh.
My job was to keep.
Is he just openly admitting to a felony?
Jericho's and Nevermore's reputations would have been trashed.
And all charges dropped.
My father will be released immediately with a full and unequivocal apology from the sheriff's office. Do we have a deal?
When did your visions begin? Our psychic ability resides on the spectrum of who we are. My visions tend to be positive. That makes me a dove.
What's she?
Me?
A raven or a crow or something?
A darker lens.
You're a raven.
Hey, keep the Edgar Allan Poe vibe going.
Somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready. Be careful, Wednesday. Goody was a witch of great strength, but her vengeance pushed her too far.
Goody was driven by the right thing,
Sorry,
but got so consumed by it.
So, your daughter and my son have become close.
I pity any boy who gets caught in her viper's gaze. But he must be a good egg.
He's like, yeah, my son's I don't really spend time with him, so I couldn't really tell you.
Because Rowan was not in his right mind. His telekinetic abilities were driving him mad, and he attempted to murder you twice.
You and Mayor Walker are the same, aren't you?
They're all just covering shit up.
Burying bodies to cover your dirty secrets.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy and protect its students from harm.
Tell that to Eugene.
Fire will rain? Oh, that's cool. I like the last 10 minutes of this episode, or 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. I really enjoyed. I feel like there are a lot of things about this episode previous to that were just like, I think it's because I feel like Wednesday was kind of detached from the episode. Like it's a lot of the stuff with her parents and the flashback, learning about what happened, and 2 different variations of the flashback, and a lot of the mom and dad and the present, and which is cool, and Pugsley obviously too. Like, well, actually, like the Pugsley and Wednesday scene fishing was really fun. So not even anything to do with Pugsley particularly. It's cool getting the parents, but when it pulls away from Wednesday, when Wednesday's not like involved fully in the dynamic with the parents, I don't know. It's just, I guess this show just relies so heavily on Jenna Ortega. Goody Adams and that whole dynamic, like that is so interesting to me. The whole Morticia telling Wednesday that Morticia's a dove, so she can't really teach Wednesday anything because Wednesday's a raven, and she'll have to learn from someone in the bloodline from the beyond who will reach out to her. That's clearly been Goody, but it's so interesting to hear that Goody's potentially dangerous because she got so wrapped up in, you know, her anger and her own mission from everything that happened to her. Like, she had good intentions obviously, but just got so wrapped up in all of it that it could lead Wednesday down a bad path potentially when she does have more interactions with Goody, which I feel like was definitely going to happen in the future. There's also something going on with the Garretts and the family, mom and the kid and the 2 kids, right, daughter and son, I think, because they showed that the mayor was opening the file, and you saw the photo of them. We also heard about them earlier on. I just feel like there's something to do with them that might come back in the show. I feel like we saw the mayor looking at the photos of them for a reason. We learned about how they all died for a reason. So that could come back too. We still have no clue who the monster is. But we kind of find out what's up with Miss Weems and what her role is in the whole thing, as someone who, you know, is just not the greatest, but it's just kind of fitting the role of a lot of the other people that play in this show. Totally just realized that all these episodes have the word woe in them.
I can barely tolerate the living. Why would I want to commune with the dead?
Gotta reach out to
But
Goody.
my mother told me Goody is the only one that can train me to control my psychic ability.
Meet inside Crackstone's crypt. Midnight. Is this Xavier? Bianca?
Try anything and you'll lose limbs.
Surprise!
Everybody.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, she's gonna hate this.
Happy birthday to
She'll like the cake. I think the cake she'll dig.
Fire will rain when I rise.
Okay, that's not really a wish.
Oh, that was there was
Which
a
part of that phrase was burned on an Evermore's lawn?
yeah.
I was told you could teach me how to control my ability.
There is no controlling a raging river. You must learn to navigate it without drowning.
Do you always speak in riddles?
Do you always seek simple answers? It's a solitary
Shots fired.
life alone, unable to trust others.
Copy of an old death certificate you requested?
Oh, thanks, Agnes.
Death certificate for Garrett's family. Which one? The daughter that drowned? Laurel Gates, 1991. Yeah, she's the younger one.
Okay, did I do something? I just feel like ever since the Raven, you've kind of been ghosting me. Am I wrong?
Your father and I buried the hatchet. Maybe you should do the same.
I don't bury hatchets.
Say it.
I sharpen them.
There it is. These iconic. This is the spirit of the show that I really mess with.
The sheriff told me his family died, along with their legacy of hate.
This is about the daughter.
Ghosts don't kill the living. Goody showed me this house for a reason.
Put over pie at the Weather Vane, just like the old days.
Go to the Weather Vane. The color of that Grand Cherokee is interesting. She just is gonna go into his trunk. That was so loud. I would have 1,000% heard that. The bakery. Let's have this pie. How are you gonna listen in though? Someone saw him leave the house and doesn't want whatever he found out. They don't want him to have that information.
Gates mentioned. What the hell were you doing?
Do you know she's doing her own case?
I've reconsidered your offer.
My offer?
The non-birthday dinner.
Really? That's great.
Pick me up outside the Nevermore gates at 8 o'clock. Cut your lights.
I love how Wednesday just uses all these dudes
Wednesday?
and their affection for her
Ty, what did I tell you?
to her own benefit.
Hi. Nice to see you too.
And then, third wheel. He's so mad right now.
Wait, he's our Uber driver?
Oh, my
I thought
poor,
we were going on a date.
poor guy.
I thought this was a girls' night out.
Claw the lock. Hey.
This is the car that hit the mayor.
Okay, this just took a dark turn.
Here they are. The Gates family. They scrub up well for psychopaths.
Seen enough?
He's trying to thwart you because it's him.
All right, Tyler, you check the rest of the ground floor. Enid and I will search upstairs.
So we're gonna leave him by himself so he can do shady shit. The fucking flowers from the therapist?
LG?
Those are the same flowers that the therapist had.
Hey, get out! It's here!
Guys, get out, it's here? That was such a casual warning. Where's Tyler? This is so sus. Xavier's gonna show up. Oh, that little they're probably in the basement now, which is the worst place to be in this creepy ass house. Wednesday is not scared of.
What are you doing? These are the body parts missing from the monster's victims.
Wednesday chose further investigation
You okay? Since when do you care?
over escaping. It is weird for her to ask the question, you okay?
Wednesday, what the hell are you thinking? We have to go back for Tyler.
Can you walk? Where'd you come from?
He looks so guilty.
What happened to him?
He looks so guilty right now. But he just told him.
I spoke with Weems. You and Xavier won't be punished.
It's not what it's about.
Am I supposed to thank you?
I already apologized. It's over.
Imagine.
Over?
That's how every apology
Tonight was just the icing on the birthday
is
cake.
intended.
You couldn't even be bothered to cut. I've tried really, really, really hard to be your friend.
Goody warned that I was destined to be alone. Doesn't feel good.
Ooh. Character development.
And I will never give up.
That's a really good photo that you should hire them as a, you know, for your Instagram pics, honestly.
Crackstone. The monster. Mayor Walker got too close to the truth. He was silenced.
They're gonna kill him.
But I won't be. I will find you.
Yes, you will. And Wednesday Addams is the epitome of fuck around and find out energy. I'm fucking here for it. I'm here for it. Jenna Ortega is the epitome of that fuck around and find out energy. The two of them are just meant to be. This is what I'm all. This is the show for me. This episode is the show. That's what I mean, like with the last episode not exactly being my cup of tea. This was just all centered around Wednesday and following her throughout, and just full on Jenna Ortega Wednesday energy. And the last one deviated from that a bit, and I understand the point of the last one too, and it like introduced us to the whole Gates family and the history behind that, and we also got to spend some time with Wednesday's parents at the same time, with kind of a bonus. Like, I totally understand why it exists, and it's necessary from that regard too. It's just something that it just has to be a part of the whole thing. I get it, but this episode is what I'm here for, where it's all coming together. And I like how at the end they sort of illuminate each different thing going on to sort of help the audience tie it all together. Crackstone, the monster, the Gates family. Something is up with the therapist because they were the same flowers. Now it feels obvious though, and I don't know if they're gonna delve into like things feeling so obvious being what the answer is. Something's up with the therapist. Something's up with Tyler's mom, who's not here anymore, unless that's just like a total side story thing. But there's something there that's relevant, whether it's to the direct story or on the outside. I don't know. We keep being fed this Bianca side storyline too that also doesn't seem to have anything to do with the main plot, and I don't know if it's gonna tie in eventually or if it's just them feeling the need to fill in 2 minutes of the show here and there. But the fire will rain when I rise. I think that's because he was burnt, right? Or he tried to burn everyone inside that house. That's just Crackstone's thing, is fire. So I guess that's what that is. But when I rise, how would he even rise? I have no idea. Man, this cop, and the cop too, like, you have all this evidence and information, and don't you want to take it and do something with it? But at the same time, like, I totally get where he's coming from with looking out for his son. And he did go to the house. Like, he did go to the house to see all the evidence. Like, he could have just been like, no, this is out of line. He could have just told her, you're not allowed to see my son anymore. Go back to school, whatever. But he actually went all the way to the house to look into it. But they got away. But the monster isn't like... The monster's not like hopping into the Cadillac and driving it like around town, right? And just, you know, running into people as a monster driving a car. So the monster is also a shapeshifter. It has to be, right? Unless the monster is working directly with somebody controlling the monster. There's still something sus with Tyler. It seemed convenient, but this is a really good whodunit, and it's really good because it doesn't, the stuff that feels obvious, it makes it feel like it's not the answers, and then the stuff that's not so obvious, they've almost put every possibility in front of you. So you're like trying to think of everything else that exists in the show, and there's not that many other places to go. So it's just a whole lot of thinking, which I love. I personally love, especially with these whodunits. You gotta like think of all the possibilities, and then hopefully at the end of it you're like, oh, holy fuck, that's what it was. It's like a really nice payoff is what you hope for. And even so, the payoff won't even be the best part of the whole thing. It's always going to be down to Jenna Ortega, who once again kind of blows me away with her ability at the end to seem kind of defeated, and defeated in a way that she realizes she's messed up, like as a friend. I don't think she ever took the word friend seriously. Obviously, she was using everybody how she needed to, but the way you see her so affected at the end by it, in her own Wednesday way of seeming affected, was really cool, because it's that first time that we see her talk about it. It's that first time we see her combat that version of herself, that part of herself that feels things. It feels regret for her actions, particularly those actions that have affected others that care about her. This is like a brand new thing for her, and she actually feels the repercussions of that emotionally. And Jenna Ortega just fucking flying away with how good she's acting that performance out. What a star, man.
Actually made a friend.
It's fucking Fred Armisen.
Poor kid will be going home in a body bag.
His voice is so easily recognizable.
I like a hideout that comes with snacks.
I used to
called
want
a hide.
I used to want to be on SNL real bad.
Isn't Jekyll and Hyde?
Forever.
What are you doing here?
Since I'm an actual nightshade, I don't have to explain myself. What's your excuse for creeping around in the middle of the night?
Research.
On a monster?
Then on outreach day, you arrived at the meeting house just minutes after the monster had disappeared, yet you say you didn't see it.
I didn't realize proximity was a crime.
Then there's your drawing obsession.
If I am the monster, why haven't I killed you?
Because for some reason I cannot fathom or indulge you seem to like me.
What's to like? What's not to like?
These are some sweet digs. How'd you swing your own single?
My former roommate couldn't handle my toxic personality.
That sounds about right. So someone's
causes the Hyde to develop an immediate bond with its liberator.
Yes.
Which now sees it's its master.
It's a team.
It becomes the willing instrument of whatever nefarious agenda this new.
So something is controlling it.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Another transition to make us think it's Christina Ricci.
Deflect all you want, but you and I both know that you care about Enid. And you have to admit, she managed to bring out a spark of warmth in you.
What?
Oh, don't worry. Just a tiny spark.
I agree.
I noticed.
But I don't think Wednesday wants to hear those specific words.
Part of it. I applaud your new willingness to delve deep into yourself. I'm seeing you on Monday. We can start then.
What did you so urgently need to discuss Wednesday?
It can wait.
She's gonna
What has to
find.
be Savior's master. The
No.
Hyde lays dormant until unleashed by a traumatic event or
No way.
through chemical inducement or hypnosis.
So it's not the therapist. The therapist is gonna find something out or see something. She got killed for seeing whatever she sees. Oh shit! And of course the dad walks in now.
What'd I say?
Customer service.
Bank robbery suspect is a real creep. You haven't seen him, have you?
No.
Bank robbery. My guy robbed a bank within the span of. He just got here. Go give it to her.
I don't miss her. Friends are a liability and can be exploited. That makes them weaknesses. Your job is to guard that diary while I'm gone.
Okay, you can open your eyes now. What? No one's ever taken you on a picnic inside a crypt before?
What's the movie? It's got to be the sickest movie
How
possible.
do you feel about scary movies?
Okay. She's.
I will ignore you, stomp on your heart, and always put my needs and interests first.
That's the kind of transparency we need nowadays from potential
You
partners.
can keep trying to push me away. It's not gonna work.
You're making a mistake.
Probably.
The cops are gonna come in though. Yes, no kiss indeed. Oh shit! We're gonna see Wednesday tears.
If you die, I will kill you. Go again. No, again, please.
He's back.
For a minute, we thought you'd picked your last lock, buddy.
Knife from behind the back. Cowards. Promise that whoever did this to you will suffer.
I thought she was gonna see what happened.
I'll stitch it back up. We found your motorbike, so...
Oh, we got a Wednesday tear.
Sheriff won't be far, you need to go.
Faulkner spent years studying hides. He wanted to determine if they were just mindless killers or conscious of their actions.
All of this time we've known the monster was a hide.
30 years ago.
Why didn't you tell the sheriff? All you've ever done is gaslight and obstruct me. You don't care how many people die as long as your reputation is safe.
I am protecting our Nevermore family, which also includes you, Miss Adams.
Know your Laurel Gates. You've come back to Jericho to seek your revenge. And so did Mayor Walker, which is why you had to kill him.
You're not actually accusing me of murdering the mayor.
The roses you left in Eugene's room were your mistake. They were the same variety I found near your childhood bed.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
I also found the cave in the woods where you've been holding sessions to unlock his hide.
It's not her. It's not her.
You need...
And she's gonna die. How is she gonna die?
More help than I can give you.
Who are you calling, Xavier?
Oh, no. Who's gonna kiss? She's gonna die now. She dies. They're killing everyone that finds something out. She didn't find anything out because Laurel Gates was brought up to her. She's inside there already. She wants to know what he saw. He's gonna have to tell her.
Because I'm the villain in your fantasy.
Your painting's been improving. I enjoy this one in particular.
Well, he knew she was gonna die. It's what he saw.
Really loved it.
That's like his power.
What is Roan's inhaler doing in your shed? Are Eugene's glasses?
Whoa.
Are these stalker images you took of me?
Is he being framed?
Kinbot's necklace.
He's being framed.
Somebody planted that stuff.
Freeze!
He's being framed.
Drop the knife. Down on your knees.
Who framed him?
We're closed.
Then you should lock your doors.
This is like Ross and Rachel. Way less romantic.
Does that mean you're ready to be more than friends?
Did he frame Xavier? It's gonna fucking suck when she finds out he's the killer. Oh shit.
What's wrong? Wednesday.
Of course, the first boy I kissed would turn out to be a psychotic, serial-killing monster.
That's like a life message.
I guess I have a type.
But he's the hide. He's not the master. Well, he could be turning into both somehow. I really like that episode, and I really like that last scene. And also, this episode flew by. It's penultimate. This is the finale coming up. I'm just gonna jump into the next one because we're right at the end. And the only thing I could conjure up is like theories, but no matter what I would say, I feel like I'm gonna. There's no one left in the story besides Tyler. Where's Goody Adams? Where you at? Come back and help my girl out here. That kiss was definitely representative of like real life. Like the first dude you kiss, it definitely turns out to be like the worst thing that's ever happened to you. And you look back at it and just laugh.
Xavier warned me about you, but I didn't listen.
Ironic now, huh?
Ironic would have been framing Xavier for murder while the real Hyde helped me put him away.
You don't think...
I don't think. I know.
I'm out of here.
Actually, you're coming with us.
Oh, she got that. That hypnotic.
What's with the chains?
Don't ask stupid questions.
Quincy, this is crazy. I'm a normie.
That's only half true. Do you recognize her? Your father fell in love and married an outcast.
That's why he doesn't tell you about her.
I'm not the monster.
You are. I saw it in a vision of the Weathervane.
Wait, you're basing all this off some vision you had after we kissed? I mean, is that something you can trust?
Wednesday, what are you doing?
Wednesday? I didn't sign up for this. Let's go to Weems, explain everything.
Weems won't help.
I bet the writers of this show had the time of their lives knowing that they were just gonna confuse the fuck out of their audience.
Let's test your reflexes.
I'm in here! Get away from my son! Drop it! Drop it!
No handcuffs or nothing?
Sheriff Galpin isn't pressing kidnapping charges.
Is kidnapping the only charge that would be on the table here?
Xavier Thorpe is our hide. We've got evidence thanks to you, and that's why I'm giving you one last pass.
What does it feel like?
What does what feel like?
To lose. The sound of their screams. Fear is so primal. I could taste it. And it was delicious.
Is his dad not watching this fucking weird ass conversation?
You have no idea what's coming.
Damn, you kissed him.
Perhaps if you'd come to me with your suspicions rather than taking matters into your own hands, we could have worked together.
Oh, yes, because trust and cooperation have always been the hallmarks of our relationship.
Work together now. It's not too late.
Do you want to stop this? Then leave. Go far away and never come back. Do you understand? That's how you save everyone, okay? So go. Leave!
That was intense. I don't know if she was more disappointed in how he feels about her, or if she was more disappointed that she didn't get any answers.
I have one final favor.
Gene, look at the bee. He got the. Look at all the bees he got.
I just saw someone wearing black and those boots.
What about her boots?
They were red.
It is her. Ever since she went down to the gargoyle room with the diary and all that shit.
Weems was right.
Check her
You
pockets.
need psychiatric help.
Check her pockets.
You manipulated him by showing him what his mother truly was. It would enslave him to you.
Ugh, that's enough.
She's bored by your accusation.
Heard enough?
Oh shit. She was the shapeshifting. No. Who lets themselves get injected? I sound anti-vax. She just stood there. Watch your back. How do you allow that to happen to you? Ah, the killer just poisoned her. Let me tend to her while I let the killer roam around me to do as she pleases.
Hey. Eugene, how are you?
Have you seen Wednesday?
Ajax and I will go check out the conservatory.
What's he doing in her room?
Oh shit.
Wednesday's my only friend, and if she's in trouble, I've got to help her. It's hive code.
It's hive code. You can't stop the bees from being what they're gonna bees. Fucking hive code, Eugene. That's right. Stop playing my guy. Every girl on the show is playing my guy.
The supernatural.
They're gonna build Crackstone with the body
Charlie's been
parts.
collecting all of these body parts to resurrect Crackstone.
The one man who nearly succeeded in eradicating the outcasts.
What does all of this have to do with me?
You are the key.
Isn't that specifically what they said?
Sarcophagus with a blood lock. Only one of her direct descendants can open it.
You are the key.
She got herself caught and she's the key. This is how they brought back Voldemort. What's this guy gonna look like? Crackstone. Is he gonna look fucking scared like a zombie? You didn't pat her down? Oh, then she's a stupid killer. Let's go, Wednesday. When you capture somebody, always pat them down.
I am of your blood. I have summoned you to rid the world of outcasts once and for all.
You will suffer the same fate you bequeathed me.
Oh, fuck.
Now burn
Whoa.
in the eternal fires of hell.
She'll be fine. You're not gonna kill Wednesday Addams on a show called Wednesday.
We have to get everyone in the school to safety before it's too late.
Because this is what's coming. We'll use our siren song to convince them.
Everyone at the same time? Can you plug it into the aux and have it play?
You're here to take me to the other side. Listen, Crackstone must be stabbed through his black heart. It is the only way he will be vanquished now and forever. Your necklace.
Oh shit. It'll heal her.
Told me it's for conjuring visions. It will allow me to pass through you and heal you. Just know, once I do, you will never see me again.
Alright, say goodbye. Oh, but then she can't learn anything more though, also. You have to teach yourself now. I mean, if Crackstone wanted to kill her that bad, he should have stabbed her like in the face or something. He fucked up.
Stopping in the middle of the woods.
Oh, she's turning into a werewolf!
Oh my god, oh my god!
Congratulations!
What's happening?
Yeah, yeah. Professor Lupin. He's gonna try and burn it down, right?
I will expunge you abominations from this earth.
Oh, shit.
Tyler, son, is that really you?
I hope that he doesn't turn back into the Hyde and kill his dad. Like mother, like daughter, that's cool.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
Stop telling him that you're behind him and just stab him. Why is he fighting combat if he has magic? Oh. That sword was whack. There's no one else here, right? Her mom, unless it was Xavier. Oh, that's in the face. No. Oh, that's right. It had to be there. That's right. Goody said it had to be there. Can we go catch that teacher now? Christina Ricci? Don't let her get away. She didn't get away. She's here.
I might not get to kill all the outcasts, but at least I'll get to kill you, Wednesday.
The bees! My guy Eugene, that's right! The hero we have all asked for. She's trying to shoot bees. She should die. She deserves to die. Did she just try and shoot bees? The guy Eugene is the hero of the story. And she tried to shoot bees. Imagine trying to shoot a swarm of bees. Our little werewolf is good.
Where's Wednesday?
Stomping faces. Who would have thought that, you know, Bianca would come back around as a hero? It's dope. Oh, she got the hug. She got the hug that she wouldn't. She's gonna give it back. Look at that character growth. The end? Question mark. Are these motherfuckers like season 2? Maybe if you got his watch. Wednesday Addams. Oh, Weems died too, right? The Nightshade. Everyone else that took the Nightshade died.
I hear you're a free man now.
Yep. All charges dismissed. Welcome to the 21st century, Addams.
A phone! And let's text while we're away from each other. She's not gonna use that shit.
Hope you're not expecting me to call you.
No, never. I'd settle for a text, though. Yes, no, maybe.
She's still Wednesday.
My very first stalker.
How'd you get her number?
Or Laurel, Gates, and Tyler just pawns in a bigger game? I know the suspense is killing you.
What a monumental performance by Jenna Ortega to just completely inject so much fun and real, like, Addams Family spirit into this Wednesday Addams performance, but with such a Jenna Ortega specific feel to it. I said earlier on that I couldn't see anybody else playing this role, and you know, now that we're at the conclusion of it, I still feel that same way. Like this role is one that I feel like we're gonna be looking back at in a long time from now, just being like, yeah, Wednesday Addams, Jenna Ortega did that. And it's really cool to have Christina Ricci in the show as well, and end up being one of the main bad guys in this whodunit. To sort of show that respect to her as well in all of this. I feel like the performance especially gives quite a tell to society as a whole, and a lot of our, not worst impulses, but a lot of the sides of us that feel very much like a Wednesday Addams, and I thought it was also really great to see the evolution of Wednesday as the show went on, and you see the cry, you see the emotional and the vulnerable side of Wednesday with the crying over Thing dying, and with the hug to Enid at the end, and like, look at what happens, right? Wednesday's built up to be this total badass. In the beginning, there's the fencing scene, and there's all these other really cool scenes at Wednesday, and just the whole aura, and she's just such a total badass. She's beating everybody up inside of the coffee shop, and then at the end, Wednesday literally can't do any of this without her friends. Like, Wednesday dies without her friends. She dies without the ancestor that is Goody. She dies without Enid as a werewolf saving her. Just there's so many instances where Wednesday just doesn't make it without her friends at the end, and the key is the friends, right? People she wouldn't have probably called friends, but ultimately they do end up becoming her friends. But like, ultimately she's still Wednesday, and that combination is just really, really cool. I know I make like so many Harry Potter references, and half the time it's just me being such a huge nerd over that whole franchise, but the other half, for this show especially, this show takes a whole lot of inspiration, you know, ironically speaking, about not being able to do anything, accomplish anything in a universe without your friends, and just a ton of other stuff from this show. Wednesday is super heavily inspired by Harry Potter, whether the showrunners would admit that or not, I'm not sure, but it's all over this series. Of course, with this show, there's like some plot line holes, and not everything is perfect, and there's definitely some down points, but I think overall the biggest takeaway from this show is just how fun it is, to live inside this world, and by far, in a way more than anything, how fun it is to live in this world with Jenna Ortega. And I'm so happy that they left it open-ended for season 2, with the photographer being someone who's still stalking her and still somehow, some way just has her phone number. Honestly though, bigger than the show, I feel like the takeaway for me personally is that there's always that moment for actors and even music artists, right? Like Leonardo DiCaprio with Titanic, more recently like an Olivia Rodrigo with the success of Sour, and obviously High School the Musical. By the way, with Leo DiCaprio, the real ones know that What's Eating Gilbert Grape is the real breakout for Leo, but Titanic is the big one. But I think of Emma Stone with Superbad. I think of Rachel McAdams with Mean Girls. Like, I feel like I know that she's done Scream, Jenna Ortega, and some other stuff. I've been hearing about some show called Fallout, or some movie called Fallout. And I've only seen Scream, and I thought she was really good in that, but I feel like this is the moment we're going to look back on and be like, yeah, Wednesday, Jenna Ortega, and years from now she'll just be one of the biggest, Zendaya level actresses in the world, and she already is right now. We're just going to be like, yeah, Wednesday is where it all started. We were all there, remember? That was really cool. We got to experience it together, because look at her now. She's just continuing to kill shit, and I have no doubt that's going to be what the future holds for Jenna Ortega, because like, it's just by far one of my biggest takeaway from this show is that the girl's just an absolute force, and gonna be like with all those names that I mentioned before in the future. So yeah, really, really fun show, and Jenna, keep killing shit.